I made 1 million naira selling perfumes for my clothing brand in a single day, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. And just for those people that will be doubting at the back, here is the screenshots showing you the transaction amount on the day. If you watch this video from beginning to the end, I will take you through the production process, through the marketing process, the release process, and how we're able to reach the final end, which was making that amount. Is a little bit short of a million, 940,000 to be precise, or 960, but the difference is not so much. Let me give you backstory. I'm Abdrazak Sani. I've been running my clothing brand for about 4 years now. This July is going to make it the 5th year. And this year in particular, especially because of what happened for the January drop in terms of clothing, I guess is because the market is getting a bit saturated. That was why the sales, and aside from that also, January is usually a slow month, but in total we're on a loss. January ended on a loss, and I felt so bad about it. I've never felt disappointed like that, because I think this is the first time in years where the brand is going on loss instead of profit. I now thought to myself, instead of me making clothes again and hoping this time around it works, I can try something else. And I took a play out of Supreme's book in terms of Supreme drop random items. At first I wanted to drop condoms, right? I thought it would be ironic because of Valentine's, but I now thought again, like, what are the odds that I'll be able to sell condoms? How can I produce it? There were a lot of problems that I knew I won't be able to solve, so I thought, what's the next best thing I can do? Then I saw Louis Vuitton, they make perfumes. You know, there are some brands, Givenchy, they make perfumes. Why don't I try doing the same thing? I already had the idea, because in a vlog that I did a couple months back, I met with a girl that makes perfumes from Saudi Arabia, and we wanted to go that route, but it was too expensive because she was demanding we make 600 bottles. And in my mind, I said, if I'm starting something, why will I start with 600 bottles? It didn't make any sense. Coincidentally, I think it was at a birthday party, I met this girl that made the perfumes that I ended up selling. And she showed me samples, she showed me how she made it and everything. We set up a meeting. A week later, I went to meet her, we did the meeting. I went through 32 scents to be precise. We went through 32 scents, smelling. Then finally, we picked the best 4. and mixed 2 for guys, 2 for girls, which ended up being black and rose. After we did the calculation of how many it would cost us to make 20 bottles, she did the price breakdown, she told me everything, and she told me the final price, which, if you would want to see everything in details, the number in details, when you join Absa Academy, I already gave them this like a week ago. After the whole calculations, I spoke with my accountant and saw if this was going to be a good opportunity for us, especially because this is a risk, but at the same time, the risk is not a risk that I cannot manage. So in my mind, worst case scenario, if the perfumes don't sell, I am not running on serious loss, because that was something I had to consider. You can't start something new and just dive in head without any kind of plan. And this was something I've built for 4 years. I wouldn't just want to ruin it just like that. I gave her the money. After about 2 weeks, she sent them back, but she didn't send it back completely. She doesn't do the branding, she just makes the perfume. We even wanted to change the bottles, but it was too late. We decided with the bottles that we originally agreed on. When the things came, they came unbranded, right? So I had to sort out the branding. I spoke to a print shop, the print shop that did my packaging bags, and I told them, okay, I have these perfume bottles, I want to make stickers on them. Then they even gave me a better idea, which was the embossed sticker that would feel like it's printed on top of the bottle, instead of me putting those basic stickers. And we even had some challenge with these stickers, because I tried opening it live, but I couldn't do it well. So the morning of the photo shoot, which brings me to the next point, which is promoting, because now we're not done with production yet. We're on the final stage of production, which is branding the bottles that came. When I went to the print shop, they stocked the stickers on top of the bottles, and the next thing for me to do is promotion, which is by doing photo shoots, posting on social media. Even before the products were done, I was already promoting on TikTok, TikTok live and all of that, because I wanted to create awareness. Once I was done settling, okay, this is the idea for the photo shoot, which I did a video behind the scenes of the photo shoot. It's the last video, you can check it out. After deciding on the idea of the photo shoots, I called the photographer, we met at a studio, we did the photo shoot. The idea that I had for the photo shoot was for it to look like the girl is mixing chemicals together, you know, to just show the whole thing. She had on the lab coat, which was creative, because people like to see creative things. Don't just do it and just come and post and think you want to sell it that way. You need to put some effort into it. After we're done taking pictures and the videos, then it was now time for me to post. I edited the pictures live on TikTok. That is still involving my community, because people think promoting is just by posting what you want to sell and tell people to buy. Bro, nobody is going to buy just like that. You need to make them feel involved in the process, or take them on the journey. Just like I'm taking you guys on the journey right now. Even though your own purpose of coming is different, but at the end of the day, I am taking you on the journey of how I was able to reach the end point, which is your own interest. I started promoting on TikTok, doing different type of content, posting, and because I was dropping perfumes, I didn't want to just drop it online and try to sell that way. I wanted to make it an in-person experience. We even had a challenge where I almost decided I'm not doing this thing anymore. I'm just going to drop it online, and that is because somebody disappointed us. The venue that we were originally supposed to do the pop-up in, the guy ended up disappointing, so we had to find a different venue last minute, and that is where I am right now. Right now, I am at Oasis Studios, and it's located in Abuja. If you have a clothing brand or you want to do a pop-up similar to what I did, I would advise you to check them out, because they are the sponsor of today's video. This is the second sponsor we are getting on the channel, and I feel really excited because it means this YouTube is growing to a point. So I'll leave their socials in the description. If you're in Abuja and you want to give them a try, it's really affordable. Contact them with the link in the description. Their social media would be there for you. The venue for the pop-up is this Oasis Studio. That was the next thing, drop day. And on the drop day, of course, I had to get some few drinks. You know, I had to get a few things that will keep people involved. And I also paid for an artist, which ended up not showing up. That was another disaster, but that is going to be story for another day. Expect disappointment, but at the end of the day, you need to work around it, because if you want to make 1 million naira, don't expect to make it easy. That's why this video is not the easiest way to make 1 million naira. You will definitely face challenges, but you coming over that challenge is going to reach that end point, which is the money. And in order for me to do the pop-up, I didn't make it public, because I knew if I made it public, a lot of people would come, and the venue wasn't even suitable for a lot of people. So what I did was, if you have a community, I always talk about community, but if you have a community, it will make the whole process easier. With my community, I sent messages to top members of my community, and I always keep in touch with them. I always have connections with them one way or another. Even people on my life, I always try to touch base with everybody. So I contacted top members of my community and invited them for this exclusive pop-up. That was what I told them. This is going to be an exclusive pop-up, not public to everybody. There will be an artist, there will be entertainment, and you can take pictures because it's a nice studio. Then you are also coming to experience the perfume, because I told them this is a scent experience. It has never been done in Abuja before. I don't think anyone has done a pop-up for perfumes before. And they ended up coming. I didn't even do this with the aim of trying to make that amount of money on that day, but it ended up working out that way. Another reason why the figure is that amount is because I was trying something new. So I didn't end up making 100 perfumes. I made 20 perfumes. I wanted to test the market, see how it would. And because of this performance now, although I'm sharing this secret with you, but I am going to keep making perfumes for my brand until, let's say, I see the sales start declining. Making limited stock also made the product valuable, because at the end of the day, I had to calculate everything based on the amount of products I had, which rose the cost of the production of the perfumes. So 20 bottles in total. On that day, I ended up selling 16, which brings us to that amount that you're seeing on the screen right now. Then something else I did was doing a discount if people would buy 2. This would give people the incentive to buy more than 1 perfume, because your goal is to try and sell everything. So instead of you selling all at the same price, you can give people a discount to buy 2, which ended up making people buy more than 1. One person even bought 4, which surprised me. That's going to be it for the video. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this to a friend that you know has a clothing brand, and this will be a way for him to make money. If you have any more questions, the comment section is open. Ask your questions and I will be replying to all the comments. Although I must have forgotten a lot of things, this is an event that happened in like a month that I ended up compressing into a short video. So definitely, I'm sure I forgot some things. If you have any questions, make sure you ask me in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer it. Don't forget, I'm Abdulrazak Sani, and we are building the most impactful brand in the world.